Welcome back, all the bitches, for our third place game. One of the two finals for the night, wrapping up what's been a really long Shaboozey Open. Joining me for this game's casting, we have literally all of the people. From alphabetical order, we have Ace Man of the Americas.
Hi. I mean, hello.
We have Chris E of Newcastle.
Not enough E's.
We have our resident Dane and finalist, the Giffle.
Hi.
Ooh, Giffle.
And, of course, Omzit, who has finally decided to show up and join us.
Hi, I was doing real life stuff.
Right, yeah, great.
Sure.
Okay, so this game we're seeing played out against TrollMcPanda, who came from the game which we weren't viewing, which was over on our second channel, and Macklemore HD, who we've actually seen a few of his games so far this tournament, and he just lost to Giffle, who's in the channel now. What? So you've played against him, Giffle. What do you think we can expect to see from him?
A pokey champion with a hard engage when he feels like it.
And you're not just saying this because you can see his champion, right?
No.
Okay, good.
Is it Fiora? I'm expecting Fiora.
I can confirm that it may or may not be Fiora.
Good enough for me. Back to you, Cotton. Sorry.
Cotton?
So we're just waiting for this delay to go off so that we can finish up with not letting them know what each other's champions are. Until then, we have all these lovely people who are going to tell you about literally nothing because they are just not interesting people. Not interesting people? Tell them about literally nothing.
Oh, okay.
Gragas does have a big
Gragas.
valley.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I need him.
and Fiora on champions. Apparently.
But what would happen if a game of the not champions would have a duel?
Nothing.
And taken to a vote.
Skiffle.
Yeah.
You need to remember the not champions can't fight the not
So
champions.
what game are we talking about? Fiora matchup?
Or
When no damage
maybe-
is done because no champions are in the game?
Just ultimate and disappear forever.
Maybe a
say
Sivir
that-
or a Poppy fight where they ulti each other or ulti on the other guy and then they can't take damage.
Say it.
But you can also do extra damage to each other, Giffle.
But they can also not take damage.
That sounds incredibly pointless.
Maybe
Let's do it!
This game is actually $4-5.
Yes, that's right. The winner of this game will be taking home the first prize of this tournament.
The third prize, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
the first prize to go, not prize for coming first. Giffle, come on.
$5 or 3 pence.
That's to anyone else not from America, that is 0 real money.
I'm not
Since you
actually
get an
sure.
RP.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure how much RP you would get.
I think it's like 3. That's right, guys. You can buy yourself an on-sale legacy skin.
Hey, wake up.
Oh, Kale fails, eh? Again, no flashes.
People
start
don't.
this
I
game.
mean, people
saying
don't understand that
international.
when they poke me, it just doesn't. I just can't even see it. I imagine this is probably going to be Kane telling me off for announcing the prizes wrong again.
Kane can poke me if it's Kane. Or any of the other in the channel.
Look at this now. We've got like half of Fizz's nameplate. We don't have any of his summoner spells. We've got part of Kale's head was missing. So yeah, this is Macklemore on Fizz and TrollMcPanda on Kale.
This is the Danish clash of the clashes.
And straight AD from the start from Kale.
We would
No,
like to have it noted that we had 3 Danes in the semi-finals. That's right, 3.
The amount of Danes
The
is too
correct
damn high.
Hawkeye is $5 or your regional equivalent.
There you go, guys. Regional equivalent, so that's 3 pence in England, and minus €1 for those in Europe.
Or like a million kroners.
I don't think it works like that.
You don't? Fuck.
Both of them again taking all 3 of their abilities for level 3.
User joined your
I
channel.
hate you, Hawkeye.
User left your channel.
Anyway, as we see here, the Kane ult is actually 10 seconds faster than the Fizz
Kane
ult.
ult?
Kane.
Kane's now in this game.
Kane is now.
Kane has distracted all of us. That is right, guys. They are in fact playing Poro Pong.
So back to the point I was trying to make. The Kayla ult will always be up if he isn't using it stupidly for that Fizz ult.
I don't know. I just don't see Fizz being able to win this.
Early aggression from Fizz.
Oh,
There's a great bit of poke from Fizz. Kale has so much range. She's got the heals to keep sustained. And that slow is going to absolutely devastate Fizz. Oh, he's looking for the early kill. He's used both of his summoner spells.
He needs to combine his E so he can just completely avoid that slow.
Yeah, he has to avoid that Q, otherwise he's gonna take a lot of poke running away from her.
Which so far is not
That's the barrier.
happening.
it's really gonna be hard for the ceiling to hold Fizz this game.
You need to stop with the Macklemore jokes.
But it's like a great white shark on Shark Week.
Ah. Ah. Oh, God.
You get it? Because it's Fizz?
That's it. I'm out.
Speaking of Shark Week, that's coming up.
Shark Week, the Shaboozey Shark Week. We're getting our guest, Macklemore HD.
Oh, and here's the Fizz aggression. Currently Kale with basically no mana just can't respond.
Fizz.
This is going to be an interesting engagement. Both of them quite low. Fizz is chickened out there. I don't know. I don't think that he necessarily was going to lose that fight.
He had more mana. He could have done more than that Kale could have.
Health
but-
relics are coming up in a second.
There we are.
Fizz going to pick up the second one. Kale only taking that first one.
Now we see Kale at half mana, but she's got that relic still.
Both champions about even on the level right now. Again, we see that Macklemore is not keeping ahead on his farm though. Strong engagement again, putting Kale on enough health that he feels like he needs to go and get that second health relic.
He is taking a lot of minion damage this game.
Also
After
quite
chat.
interesting, as you can see, Fizz is leveling his E
There we
first.
go! That kill! I didn't notice him even get that extra XP, forcing Kale back to go and get that health relic, got him the extra XP, gave him that ulti before Kale had hers up and allowed him to finish her off.
And he's level
Fantastic.
7.
And now an extra level.
Taking great advantage of that, knowing that he had his ultimate.
We may even see him get most of that cooldown back before Kale hits level 6. No, Kale coming back into lane at level 6 after taking XP from those minions with her dead body. With a bit of attack speed. I mean, this makes sense from what we see from Kale players generally. The attack speed to really dominate with that E.
Are we going to see a full AD Kale here though? That's my question.
I mean, again, it's one of these Oh, the Q dodged from Fizz. Well played. It's one of these interesting things that comes up from having no runes and masteries, is it doesn't allow Kale to build completely into one thing and still go hybrid. So at the moment he is pure AD. Ooh.
It's not quite dodging it this time.
Not as strong a poke as we've seen so far from Fizz.
It's because he's leveling his E first, opposed to the normal Fizz of W or his Q.
Both gold about even at the moment.
Fizz looking for the jump away with his E rather than the engage, looking to survive rather than to engage.
There we go. Q dodged again.
Very low minion for him.
I think
so
if
far.
we can see a Lich Bane from Fizz on his first back, the burst damage is going to be a lot from those pokes, and those pokes are really going to start hitting a lot harder. He's gonna have to poke as much as possible to stop that Kale ulti from being the deciding factor in every single fight. There's the Kale ulti, getting rid of that shark. Kale coming out on top from that engagement with a nice bit of health saved from her ulti.
And 2 health relics left to go back on.
Macklemore right behind his tower, not able to push out much. Kale's going to try and apply some pressure there.
Gale gotta make sure she doesn't hit that phase with
No.
her AoE.
Yeah, it was a pretty cheap tactic that we discussed earlier on in the tournament, that if you stand very close to the tower while Kale has the E activated, you can either force her into melee range so that she has to attack the turret, or you can get the turret aggro to switch to her. And for Fizz, either of those would be a great option. And there we see Fizz playing that to his advantage. He managed to get a turret shot on her, and then, once she forced into melee, pushed her back.
Fizz fallen really far behind with half the form of Kale.
He's
He made it.
probably going to take a death from this, I would say.
Really. Oh
Forced to
no!
take an engagement rather than
Kale
stay.
took a lot of damage from that.
Yeah, that was 2 health relics, so 3. Denying that one for Fizz.
Fizz is going to be looking for a lot of burst damage in this. Really high AP, good poke, and then getting back out with that E so that he can keep the sustain up as well.
Both sides are and there's the Fizz.
And that's, yeah, there we go. And that first tower is going to go down for Kale.
And we see Lich Bane coming in right
As
there.
we were expecting. That's what we want to see here. Nice bit of damage. All those pokes are going to become so much more viable for Fizz.
I hope he picks up some there, yeah.
And there's the health. There's the health pots.
Definitely needed them, especially with the gold he had left.
A full 5 as well. He needs to get back into lane quickly though, or he's going to lose a lot of health on that second tower.
Kale now having that 1 level advantage.
So we should expect a lot more aggressive play from Fizz now. Trying to keep Kale down is going to be his best bet.
He wants to force that ulti before he pops his fish.
Well, if he can force the ulti and get a health down, then the fish is going to be what he gets to finish her off to stop her from escaping.
Interesting
There
to
we
see.
go.
Interesting to see Fizz jumping in with the E rather than jumping out with it.
He got a very solid poke from that. He's keeping tabs on Kale's ulti, knows that that's not up, so he's really maximising his damage while she doesn't have it. Though he took a lot more damage there than he would if he'd have gone in with his Q and come out with his E.
There's the Kale ultimate up, and Fizz, again, I reckon he's going to throw down his ultimate, not expecting the Kale ult to be up so quickly.
Fizz
Tries-
has to be careful with double summoner spells being up as well.
Oh yeah. Exhaust Ignite is really going to hurt him.
He has his barrier, but... Oh, here we go. He's going to lose this fight. Unless he backs out.
Nope, he's not
There
backing
we go.
out. And that could
And
be
another kill.
second tower.
Kale can really push these minion waves very, very easily. The AoE from the E really just giving her that advantage on taking them.
I would like to see more AP.
I'm not sure that Boots of Lucidity... I mean, they're going to give him the opportunity to get in a little bit of extra poke.
Gone
Is
for the suicide.
Kale going for the... So...
Again, I hate to see this. I really do.
But it's not in the tournament rules, and we're never really surprised to see it. Fizz obviously looking to maximise the poke that he can get out of this game. He knows that those big engagements aren't going to carry him through because Kale's just going to have that ulti up.
Nashor's tooth.
Kale waiting for the corpse to disappear so Fizz can't see what he buys.
I don't think it makes that big a difference in the 1v1 because it's not like you can go back and get any items to counter it. Those E's are going to be so much more potent from Kale now with that Nash's Tooth though. A cheeky fish from Fizz, just for a bit of poke damage.
Knowing she doesn't even need to pop her ultimate because it's not going to do that much damage right now. And you can just heal off the damage. He has really put himself in a bad situation here with Kale keeping the ultimate up.
Oh, he's not going to be able to get the finish that he needs from this. Kale keeping on top of it. Oh, the E to escape though. He should be able to go back in and finish her off, I think.
All of his cooldowns go up, so I reckon we'll see that.
He does have his ultimate before Kale. Oh, that was a great play by Fizz, not taking any damage there. His farm again, 50 behind, is just going to put him at such a bad disadvantage.
Kale taking as much attack speed as possible.
With a full 1.1k gold behind at the moment. The Lich Bane should give him a bit of pushing power along with that W, which he has 4 levels in.
You must just see Kale pick up a Sword of the Divine.
Oh, Kale is going to try and get that burst down, really maximise her ulti.
Is he gonna get the suicide here?
He doesn't look like he's going to get it. And Kale is going to take advantage of that bad sportsmanship.
Granted,
Unfortunately, if you're going to do that, you really have to get it in earlier.
just throwing away 3 gold.
That tower is going down on 1 hit, so we can't even really look at that. 12 seconds on Fizz.
Gonna see
There'll be some inhibitor damage, I would think.
I'm reckon down to quarter health.
I'll be interested to see this Sword of the Divine pop.
Sigur's on God. Not quite sure if Fizz realises.
I think he might be trying to use his Zhonya's to get through Kale's ultimate. Whether that is too late in the day, oh, that's going to be very close to GG from here, I think.
He needed to pick up some magic resist at this point.
Kale not really having the pushing power to get through this. Switching to the minions to make sure that she can push her minions through to help take the towers.
We're going to see 1 tower down definitely here.
Interesting to see she's not focusing the minion tower, or the tower the minions are going for.
Now, these towers don't regenerate health, do they?
No.
So if both of them are down to low health, then she can always come back and finish them both later.
Fizz does have his ultimate up while Kale's is down, but she's gonna
Kale will have it up before the next engagement. With 1 tower left for Fizz and no extra items since the last engagement, I really can't see him coming out on top of this.
And the Sword of the Divine paying back up again.
And there's the ultimate.
Giving Kale
I don't think he's going to be able to get out of this.
Kale still with the ultimate up, saving it for when Fizz inevitably comes back in, because he knows he can do the damage. As soon as that ghost comes up, I reckon we're gonna see it.
And there's the ulti from Kale, stopping him from taking the damage that would have finished him off there.
And it's game.
Smart play, very smart play.
That super minion's going to make quick work of that tower, and the Nexus with a full 20 seconds to take it down. The minion wave all gathered around the turret are all going to go down really quickly.
Fizz.
Giffel, care to translate for us?
And it was Denmark.
That was always Denmark. regardless of who won.
That is the cheer people use when Danish football teams win.
Danish football teams win?
I see him against
Okay,
other Danish
yes.
football
I don't
teams.
think you're the right person to talk about that, considering England's history.
Sorry, what? I didn't. What? I didn't hear anything about football. But
We won at least one World Cup.
Are we
come
talking
on,
about
Kale, just finish this game, please.
We're talking about soccer, aren't we?
No, it's football. Not handing.
Didn't
Kale-
realize they had football.
Kale apparently watching Fizz suffer just for the fun here, but we all know that this game's already over.
See Kale toned in Fizz.
Kale with the ultimate up. Fizz not even got his here. That was a ghost from Fizz, interestingly.
They're just gonna look at
Yes.
each other.
Poro Pong!
Oh, Poho Pong. May as well have some fun.
The minions here finishing off the Nexus as we want to see, because we can't be bothered watching them do nothing. And Fizz taking one final death before the game is over.
GG.
Finishing to Poro with style.
TrollMcPanda picking up the $5 or third place.
Didn't Poros used to die?
I'm pretty sure they used to die. Not just run away.
Well guys, that was our third place match, with the prize going to Tasty McPanda, or Troll McPanda in this case. And we'll see you all back for the exciting final, where our friend here, Giffle, will be playing.
Against Sir Cutie Butt. It should be an exciting match.
Nah. See you all soon.
If I was gonna lose.
Is that the finals?